Around the World in 80 Days. Chapter 1. Let me begin by introducing my mysterious English gentleman called Philip Fogg. Most people don't know very much about him, but because he does the same thing every day, some people think they know everything about him. He is very handsome and he is a true gentleman. He is essentially rich, but no one knows how he made his money. Has he ever been to another country? He can name a lot of countries in the world map, and he knows the most incredible things about them. He probably traveled at one time, but some people insist that he was not left London for many years. Maybe he only travels in his head. He's a very private man, and he does not have many friends. The only time he speaks to another people in the Reform Club, where he goes to read newspapers and play cards. He doesn't play to win. He plays to the enjoyment in the game. He often wins, but he don't not keep your money. He gives it to charity. He likes to see his games as a challenge that does not require any physical effort. He was lunch in the Reform Club every day in the same room, on the same table. He goes home at midnight. He lives in his house in Savile Row, a good address in central London. No one ever goes there except his servant, who must always be on time and be completely loyal to Philip Fogg. In fact, this morning his manservant lost him job because water he brought Philip Fogg was too hot to shave him. And this where our story begins. Philip Fogg was sitting in the armchair waiting for the new manservant at some time between 11 and 11:30. Exactly 11:30, Mr. Fogg goes to the Reform Club. He looks up in the hands on his large clock, but the wall was countries every second with a lock tick. There was a knock at the door, and a young man about 30 came in. "You say that you are French, but your name is John?" asked Philip Fogg, looking at him carefully. "John, sir." "Not John," said the young man. "John Passepartout. I am an honest man, sir, and must tell you that I haven't been my servant in all my life. I was a physical educator, teacher, and a music teacher. When I became a singer, I once rode a horse in a circus, and for a time I worked for the fire brigade in Paris. I found out that the center Mr. Fogg was looking for a manservant. He is very clever, careful man. They told me you won't find a quarterman in all England. He does the same thing every day. And so I came here to ask about the job in the hope of finally being able to live a quarter life." "Yes, someone of the Reform Club told you this, I believe. Probably his same person who told me about you. You understand what type of person I'm looking for?" "Yes, I do, and I think I'm perfect for this job." "Well, what time is now?" 11:22. Mr. Fogg, Passepartout, replied, taking his pocket watch out in the sole's side pocket. "Exactly 4 minutes late." "Not tight." Philip Fogg, looking at his own watch. "So let's say you start working for me in as from 11:26. Philip Fogg stood up from his armchair, picked up his hat, and went out of the door without saying another word. From his brief introduction, Passepartout was able to make note on this employer. He was about 40 years old, an elegant man with an attractive, gentle face. He was tall, with blonde hair and a mustache. He was the sort of person who remained incredibly calm, ever under pressure. He had gentle eyes that fixed you with a firm stare. He never seemed upset or worried. He was a typical Englishman. It was always difficult to gauge as English true feelings.